in 15 starts. Throwing here for Hubley. Nadi Nadim, a nice flick over top of the defense, trying to get toward the byline. Houston recovering well defensively. They like to play it out of the back, and now it's just cleared toward midfield. It was past O'Sullivan. Won by Hubley. Hubley stays with it. Good work. Now she gets pushed off the ball by Daly. Rachel Daly winning it back for the dash. Now to the far side of the field. Here's Henderson. Making a run. Thorns get it back. Weber trying to get there after that long ball was played by Herndon. And it'll go out of bounds throw in here for Portland. 16th minute.
I tell you, Henderson is showing some really dangerous runs on the outside. She's got some speed. Not only that, but doing a great job of getting around the player with the ball.
Had the assist on Weber's goal against the U23s. Some contact. It goes against Houston. It's going to be Denise O'Sullivan who gets called. She spent 3 years with Glasgow City, won 8 trophies, scoring 33 goals in 65 appearances. That's her 2 goals, 3 assists for the dash. Free kick here for Portland. Chance to set something up. About 35 yards out. And it's Nadi Nadim over the ball by herself. Line drive into the box. Here's a chance, a shot. Tipped, and it's in the net. And it's a goal for the Thorns. Mara Shim, 1-0 Portland.
That's a great series from the Thorns. Good service in, good movement. Cracks the ball well, hit it strong enough. Goalkeeper even got a hand on it. Couldn't quite push it out over for the save.
Let's take another look at it.
A little bit of service into the mix. Great, cleans it, hits it. Goalkeeper is just a little bit off, can't quite get her full power behind it. It's just a great shot by Mona Shim.
Shim's goal in the 17th minute. What's interesting about that, on so many of the set pieces we've seen in the tournament so far, it's been Shim who's delivered that initial ball. This time she's in a place to put the second chance opportunity away.
Right, nice to mix it up, you know, if they have been watching and see where Mona plays it, but also give her that she's got a great shot, obviously, as you've just seen. And so wonderful to have her at the top of the box and give her that opportunity to finish one.
4 goals, 4 assists in 2015 for the Thorns. Was the newcomer of the year in 2013, scoring 5 goals. It was the first player in Thorns history to score a goal in 4 straight matches. Portland on top, 1-0 here in the 18th minute. Mona Shim. Caro attacking down the wing, goes down, and it will be a throw in here for Portland. These two teams will meet July 8th in Houston, August 5th in Portland. We mentioned they split the series last year. Both games were 3-0 affairs. A 3-0 win for Houston on July 16th. Rachel Daly got a goal in that one. Nitez collides with Bure, and it falls to Brooks. We look to go the other way. Nice ball ahead by Brooks. Played down the line for Daly, and the flag up. But you can see the speed there of Rachel Daly.
They have some dangerous speed, Houston, that does. I mean, there's some players who can get themselves in. I tell you, again, you know, I keep talking about that gear. I'm just completely wish I had one of those ever in my life. But devastating, have devastating speed up top for Houston Dash.
Eckerstrom, a bit of a heavy touch under some pressure here from Daly. Cox playing it forward. Sonnet. Couple nice dribbles. Now Sonnet has some room in the middle of the field. Here she goes. Crosses over to dash of territory. Still on the run. Sonnet right in the middle of the field, looking around, plays it out wide. Hubley thought about chipping it, I think. And a little too much on that, but what a 50-yard run there by Sonnet out of the back.
I tell you, I love the intent in there. She's just going, you know, and it's awesome to see. She's got the space. She beats out about 4 players around here from Houston, gets through, finds finds the open space and takes it, which is awesome. That's what you want. That's dangerous, to quickly transition, go forward, run at them. You got to run at them and cause some problems for the opposition to move them around and make them do something, and she's able to slot the ball. It's awesome job.
Second long run by Sonic, creating an opportunity. Here comes Houston O'Sullivan trying to play it out wide. Ball's loose at the top of the box. Collision there, and coming away with it was Kendall Johnson. Good work by the Portland native.
That's a tackle and a half from Kendall Johnson. Well done. And great to see her back that strong to make that powerful tackle.
Hubley now all kinds of room down the near sideline. 98 Neem turning away from pressure, playing it across. The Portland Thorns switched. Now it's Kendall Johnson.
Again, you see Amber Brooks stepping up, and she's the one that's applying the pressure. She's the one we've talked about in the open where she's really holding out in that defensive midfield position.
If you're just joining us, the Thorns on top, 1-0, Mana Shim. We're about 19 yards out, putting Portland on top. It was a free kick set piece from 35 yards out. Houston was able to clear it out of the box, but right to Shim, who just put a lethal shot past the goalkeeper for Houston, Lydia Williams. Williams got a piece of it, but that ball just had too much pace. Nothing she could do. 21st minute. And the Thorns again on the ball. Here's Johnson, University of Portland product, playing it down the line. Weber attacking, good work by Benitez to get there first, but you will concede a throw-in.
I think they're trying to exploit that space a little bit in the corner and potentially up and behind and use Mallory Weber's speed because, she has some speed too. We talked about the Houston attack and Daly and Henderson really doing a good job and having that speed, but Weber does as well, and it's nice to, see her get those balls played in also.
Thrown again here for the Thorns. Big crowd on hand here tonight. You can hear them. Been chanting since the opening minute of the match. Well, played into the box. Weber trying to turn, cleared away by the dash. Daly nods it forward. Played back to Eckerstrom. 61 wins at Penn State for the 2015 team that won the NCAA title. Teammate of hers there, Mallory Weber.
It's all in the family.
Throw in here for Portland. Oaks couldn't keep it in play.
But you can see how important our college system is to our country and its growth when you have these players who have played together in college and been so successful and then making it to the professional ranks. And we talked about last game a couple of really big, well-known universities, soccer, universities being well represented in the NWSL.
When you just look at the U23 roster, name soccer power after soccer power on that list.
Right, and the nice thing is they have some place to go after that. I keep saying it, and it's just wonderful to be able to see these players on their journey and see them develop their full game and their potential.
Weber almost creating the turnover. Good work defensively that time by the dash. Caro took it off her foot, plays it back to Williams, and the dash looked to work out of the back. Vet, long ball forward. Ressa gets taken down. A little bit of a heavy touch there by Hubley.
Just a little bit more pressure, full contact pressure than she had anticipated. Again, I think, she stepped up really hard. Sometimes it's difficult. You got to slow yourself down just a little bit. I don't know that she meant it, but it's definitely a foul. And, referee had a few words with her about it.
Benitez in the middle to Brooks. Brooks 20 appearances for the Thorns back in 2014. Here's a chance. A shot and the save by Williams.
I'd like to see her hit that one touch earlier.
Good look for Weber from just outside the area. Dressa going down the middle looking for Daly and O'Sullivan. Henderson there as well. Collision between Henderson and Sonnet, and the Thorns come away with it. Herndon. Collision with O'Sullivan, and it's going to go to Houston. Herndon can't believe it. Played quickly.
It's interesting. It's just a little bit of a turn of control maybe, and it's happened. The Thorns have, twice, and Houston once at least, where the players are, I think they're just trying, a little too hard, not controlling themselves. But it's interesting, kind of in the run to play 3 in the row, basically.
This game has a little bit more of a physical feel than the first two did for the Thorns.
Definitely.
There's another foul. And we'll go to Portland. They lead at 1-0 here in the 25th minute. Mana Shim opening up the scoring. She knocked one in from 19 yards out. A lot of space here for the Thorns. It's Kendall Johnson. Serving again, looking for Nadeem. Goes over her head.
Going back to your point, it sometimes is a little bit better from a coaching perspective if you're starting off a little bit harder, a little bit too aggressive, because you can get that. You're seeing it, and it's easier to then back off of it. Because I don't personally want to see the fouling and anybody get injured or anything. But it's more difficult if your team isn't being as physical, and then they have to step up and they're not quite doing it. So it's a good indication for these young players that they're willing to mix it up, to apply pressure, and really basically get stuck in.
Hubley tried to let it roll by, but it went out for a throw-in. Carr will take it, the number 5 overall pick from the 2016 draft. Product of Notre Dame. He was the Soccer America Freshman of the Year back in 2012. Wearing number 5 for Houston. Here is O'Sullivan. She's been busy here in the first half. Playing it back. That'll go all the way to Williams, and the dash will reload. Williams playing a long ball down the near sideline. It goes out of bounds. Throwing for Portland. Nope. Henderson trying to dribble through traffic. Hubley wins it back. And then a foul. Good work by Hubley. You can see that she looks pretty comfortable back in her natural role as a right back.
Yeah, she's doing a great job, stepping in, challenging, protecting the ball. It's, nice job for her to go from position to position and just really add something to the team no matter where she is.
Nadia Nadeem leaving it. Bourret into the middle for Shim. Shim, a ball out wide. Johnson toward the byline. Earns another corner kick. Good movement there. They switch it out to the far side of the field, and the third corner of the match for the Thorns. This will be Shim to take it, the first one from the far flag. And I think we're going to have a card. Rachel Daly in the book.
Maybe a little bit of dissent. Well, let's see. The Thorns they have 4 players up at the top of the box and only 1 inside the 6. And see if Shim plays the back of the box or the runs kind of drives it forward.
Shim, this will be an outswinger. We're toward the top of the 6, punched initially by Williams, knotted back in by the Thorns, cleared by Houston. A sliding tackle by Bourret catches Daly, and Daly's down.
Yeah, she was playing the ball. Unfortunately, she followed through with her body, and Daly just couldn't get out of the way in time. And I think as she came over the top, her head hit the ground pretty hard. You can see with all that speed, too, 2 players, she just gets her legs taken out and then kind of just lands pretty hard. And again, a little bit of a head contact to the ground.
Well, Daly was our player we featured in the pregame. 50 goals in 3 years at St. John's, their all-time leading goal scorer. 111 career points for the Red Storm. First team All-American. Her senior year, she had 19 goals, which was 3rd best in Division I soccer.
Wow. Well, you can see, where that comes from. She's dynamic. She's fast. She gets in. I mean, she's very dangerous, and it's no surprise that she would score so many goals and create, I'm sure, multitudes of headaches for many a defense.
Let's take a look at the national TV schedule for the Thorns, and it opens up Saturday, the home opener, April 15th against Orlando, part of that deal that we talked about in the last game and the partnership between the NWSL and the Lifetime channel. But you can see several games where the Portland Thorns will be the national Saturday game of the week. I know we're all excited for that home opener against the Pride, noon on April 15th. 2 weeks away from today.
I know, unbelievable.
Well, good to see Daly on her feet there, but a little slow.
Definitely. Just got a little bit rocked. So hopefully just give her a chance to settle down and get a little, get a little rest, and hopefully she'll be back.
30th minute. Thorns on top 1-0. Mana Shim putting Portland ahead on a rocket from 19 yards out. Our only goal of the match thus far.
Yeah, I think she could have had another chance in that play we were talking about where they switched the sides really quickly. I think she had an open look at the goal she could have taken, but we'll see hopefully if she keeps the attack and keeps looking toward goal.
Dash, send it to the far side of the field. Leanne. Thorns get it back. Megan Cox. There's Sonnen, who's had a busy first half, including 2 long runs into the opposition's end.
The overlapping center back.
Now Megan Cox, just shy of midfield. It's interesting talking to head coach Mark Parsons before the game. He felt what he's really liked about this tournament, he's seen 2 different teams as the Thorns on the attack here. Nadia Nadim with some room in the middle of the field, looking around. First taking on that Chicago team that allowed them to work on their possession and positioning, and then a U23 team in the last match that really just pushed and tried to create a lot of havoc throughout the game.
Some great pressure from the U23s. That was a really good game. They're a good side, and I don't want to say not much different, but a great level with the competing against the NWSL team. So it's good to see that, and good for the Thorns to have faced that much pressure with that type of team, so that they know what to do with that, and they're able to work that out in training and come later when they face it on in the season.
Throw it here for Portland. Play down the line for Weber. Good work there by Benitez to not allow her to turn to make a run, but it will go out for a corner kick. 4th of the game for the Thorns. Last time Shim put it right in the middle of the 6th. Let's see what they do here.
She kind of drove it. So you had, like I said, you had those players at the top of the box and one player inside, and she basically went for the drive, pretty much, near post or in the middle.
Shim over it. Right into the top of the 6th, punched away nicely by Williams.
Same type of ball in the second set piece in the second corner, and a great play by Williams.
Herndon serving it back in. Ray went for the volley. Thorns still controlling the attacking half. It's played back to Menges at midfield. She's in the center circle. Quick switch to the near side for Hubley. She'll get there. Nice ball down the line on a quick 1-touch. Now Herndon trying to serve it in, and it will go out for a corner kick. What you like there is just a quick passing, no hesitation.
1 touch from Hubley, and Mark Parsons talked about that, just her quickness of play and how she has settled in, but come in and very naturally does things that he wants them to do and plays at that speed that he wants her to play at. And she's doing a great job with that. And again, kind of another little shout out to Kendall Johnson. We said it last game, but it's just so great to see her back and playing. Just a wonderful player, and she kind of starts that off with the quick 1-touch back, moving the ball, and they swing it through the defenders.
Shim in swinger. Headed wide by Bourret.
So you see a little difference in service there. This time, the first 2 corner kicks, Shim kind of puts middle of the 6. Williams was able to get a plan that did a very good job controlling her box. And so this time, Shim puts it out around the 18 and tries to, draw the keeper out, pull people out, but have someone ready there. So it's nice to see a little bit of change. And
you can see just by the first 2 plays Williams made, she's an experienced player. 60 caps for Australia. Controls the box well. Yeah,
she's doing a great job.
Ball ahead. Houston looking to turn. Play back into the box. Ekstrom gets there before Daly does.
I'm not sure, but I think Eckerstrom might have some speed too. I mean, if you see her move around, she's quick. She's got some good feet, good movement. She's coming out. I mean, she's facing a couple really fast forwards, but she's doing a great job.
Offside flag up there on Nadia Nadim. Eckerstrom, part of the 2015 title team for Penn State. 61 wins, just 14 losses in 4 years for the Nittany Lions. It's a throw in here for Houston. native of Rockville, Maryland. I'm surprised she didn't end up at either Georgetown or Maryland, those two soccer programs, but Penn State able to get her to Happy Valley.
Steal her away. Well, that's a great program there. It's some good coaches and just doing quality work, and obviously winning a national championship. It's just speaking to the strength of our collegiate soccer and what they're giving, and you're seeing these players turn pro.
Andressa, some good footwork. Playing it back to Benitez. Now it's swung to the near side. Bet. Couple good dribbles through traffic. Trying to get it forward, that time to Daly. Andressa, a good switch out to the far side of the field. Houston on the attack down the right wing. Again, making that run. 1-0 our score here, 36-minute Monashim. Putting Portland on top on a shot from distance from outside the area. That beat Lydia Williams high and wide. So that ball is knotted forward by Henderson. No trouble there for Eckerstrom. That's the difference in the match thus far. Again, Thorns missing several players due to national team call-ups, a couple injuries, but Klingenberg, Ali Long with the national team, Sink with Canada, Henri with France. Here's Nadia Nadim with some room to operate, playing it ahead. Thorns on the attack. Weber, couple dribbles. Weber still with it, trying to get it back to Nadim. She cut in. Ball was played out wide.
But I think this is the last international window for these players to be gone, and we've had the last 2 years we were missing large groups for a long time. So this is going to be a really great season to have everybody back and have them here for the season. I mean, for the whole season, it's going to be just wonderful.
And you think about that stretch run where they started out 12 games unbeaten, missing all those players, so they found a way to get it done even without a lot of those key players. Winning the Shield.
Right, there's some great depth here in this league. It's not, I mean, we have these great stars, international stars from different countries, and we have a really good, group of younger players and other players that have come up through the ranks as well.
Rachel Daly, good ball out wide. Houston on the attack. O'Sullivan leaving it back. Andressa from distance. Eckerstrom there. Houston's finding a lot of space on that right wing to operate right now. And that's where they've been their most dangerous.
Yeah, they seem to like it, and then the other thing is it seems to work. So for them, to continue to try to find that spot, it's just.
And just when you think about just what we've seen, the speed from Daly, from O'Sullivan, from Henderson, they have a team that feels like they're going to score some goals.
Definitely.
This season. Here's Nadia Nadim. Two defenders closing her out. Keeps it on her right foot. Playing it down the line. Hubley making a run. That says play on.
Little hard to believe no foul there, but.
And it'll go out. Henderson tried to make a quick pivot and turn. Goes out of bounds. Throw in here for Portland. Megan Cox will take it. See head coach Mark Parsons there shouting out instructions. Are you ever quiet during a match as a head coach? Or are you
Am I
up
ever
the whole
quiet?
time? I'm going to say no, but just a guess.
Yeah, actually, there are times trying to figure out what specific teams need. My last college season, just trying to change things a little bit, and decided that okay, maybe they just need to not hear anything, and did have a couple games where I actually did not say anything. So
was it
they're probably really happy, but.
Here comes Thorns down the left wing. Kendall Johnson, good ball out wide. Weber working against a couple defenders, leaves it back. Shim from distance again. Just wide.
Those balls seem deceptively fast. When she hits it, it doesn't seem like she really gets all of it.
Yeah.
But when it comes across and you see the goalkeeper's movement, like those balls are really moving. Nice ball across from Weber. Nice clean, another touch to take it to her left. Hits it, and that ball has more speed than it looks like it does when you just see it first.
Sort of dipped at the end there, and that's not far from just a few yards out from where she scored the first goal of the match.
Right.
So did the less talking have a positive impact, or was it?
How did
it work out?
I think it helped in that case, and the thing with coaching is you have a group of people that sometimes changes quickly or often, depending on where you are, what kind of program you're at, and you're trying to figure out how to help everybody and each person at the same time, right?
Right.
So it's a little bit of it's an interesting.
It's a challenge.
It's an
for
interesting
sure.
job.
Throw in here for Hubley. Dressa. 21 caps for Brazil. Started 4 games in the 2015 World Cup for the Brazil squad. Good work on the far side of the field here by the dash. Again, finding room down that right flank. Here's Daly, edge of the 18. Daly looking to play it in for O'Sullivan. Sullivan and Dressa. Top of the area, switches it to the near side. Henderson down the left flank. Nice little spin move there by Henderson. She earns a corner kick. First one in the game from the dash from the near flag.
We used to call that happy feet when I played. Some great footwork by Henderson.
Quick little turn there. And so this will be to Eckerstrom's right. Here in the 41st minute, the dash looking to equalize.
Great hold by the goalkeeper. Eckerstrom comes to her near post, gets to it, hangs on to it. Really clean, really nice. Again, you know, she's not seeing tons and tons and all these things, but what she's doing really well. And the subtle things, I think she looks really good.
Megan Cox. Long ball. Knocked down by Houston. Here's Henderson. Take it off her
win
foot.
By Cox.
And a throw in here for Portland.
Some good 1v1 defending, which is sometimes a lost art in the sport, you know, where people just aren't good applying pressure and coming up with the ball, and that's perfect. It's exactly what she's supposed to do.
Weber trying to get around 2 defenders, somehow continuing to battle even after she went down, earns another throw.
And not stopping, yeah.
That was impressive. 42nd minute here at Providence Park, final game of the Spring Invitational. So Thorns on top 1-0. Mana Shim's goal, the difference here in the first half, and a free kick for Houston.
You can say you can see we talked about, you know, Mallory Weber in the open, and again, you know, that never die, that never quit. She's always going, like you said, she's on the ground, and while she's on the ground, she's still trying to be playing and getting up at the same time. I mean, just a great work, great skill.
Talk about her being teammates of Eckerstrom's on that Penn State 2015 national title run. 8 goals, 11 assists that year, co-captain of that team. Also a player with U23 experience.
It really is invaluable, you know, all the things they get to experience, do, achieve at such a young age when you're formulating your whole game plan of how to be and how to become a soccer player. I mean, this country does a great job of development in that way, and it's really nice that, again, you get to see, and you're reminded of it all the time out here.
Nadia Nadim getting the yellow card. And it's Daly down again. Take another look.
You'd see with that speed, it's hard to keep up with. You know, you're trying to attack someone or trying to get to them, but when they're so fast,
Rachel Daly causes problems.
Yeah, and it's almost, I'm going to blame it on her. It's her fault that she got fouled. No, it's just, I mean, she's so good and so fast that you know, when Nadim's trying to apply pressure, you have to be so careful because you're trying to battle against that speed as well.
Closing moments of the first half here. It's the Thorns on top 1-0. Dressa playing it toward the top of the 18. Read by Mangus. Kendall Johnson just clear it back onto Dash's half of the field. Anita's going to get there first. Lydia Williams. Signed as a Discovery player in January. 15 starts last year. 1.47 goals against average. Dash win it back in the center circle. Dressa. Sullivan. Brooks. Good possession here by Houston. Amber Brooks. Originally drafted by the Thorns in 2013 out of Janine's favorite school in North Carolina.
You know, you're going to get me in trouble with that. I do actually have some friends who are Tar Heels.
Throw in here for the Dash. Expecting 2 minutes of stoppage time here in the first half. Good work again by that back line for Houston, winning it back. Long ball played ahead for Rachel Daly. Daly and Mingus certainly had some battles in college, Georgetown and St. John's, in the Big East. Boys making it to the Final Four last year. The long ball played ahead, one back by Houston. Shim almost able to get there. To throw in here for Houston.
Nice initial touch by Shim to try to control and bring the ball out. And just, I think her feet kind of just came out from underneath her too.
Ray losing it, and it's Houston. Can they create? Ball down the line. Dash on the attack. Stephanie Oakes. Go out of bounds. Be a throw-in for Portland deep in their own territory. Another throw in here for Portland. Now officially into stoppage time here in the first half with the Thorns on top 1-0 thanks to Mana Shim. And it was off a set piece, about 35 yards out. The Dash able to clear it to the top of the box, right to Shim though, and she buried it. Pass Williams.
Note to self, don't clear it to Shim.
Ball ahead.
Kept on side.
Daly almost getting there. Applauds the effort. A little bit more direct play there from Houston.
I tell you, that is really nice coverage by Cox. I mean, she has done a great job. I think, you know, part of it is she is the one that kept him on side, but she has enough speed to catch up and thoughtfully clear the ball out. Thoughtfully meaning in a really good and safe way. Henderson also making their run there, and she's, between her and Daly, a lot of speed. Here's the in-swinger. Eckerstrom, again, confident. I think she got a little lucky. Eckerstrom got a little lucky that ball wasn't touched beforehand because she kind of wait for it, caught it about chest height, which, you know, generally means that someone could jump up.
Want to be a little more aggressive there?
A little bit, you know. Or the other question is the marking in the box. Was someone really tight and it looked like the player had fallen down, the Houston player.
Hubley going around the AR. Keeps it in, plays it across. Not out of the area yet. We're in stoppage time. Maybe one last chance here for the Thorns to add on to their lead. And we reach halftime at Providence Park. The Thorns, the home crowd applauding the effort. Mana Shim's goal has put the home side on top 1-0 in front of a big crowd at Providence Park for this final game of the 2017 Kendall Johnson, a good effort in the first half. You're excited for this one tonight. It has been perfect conditions, and Mana Shim from distance. 1-0 Portland at the half.
Hey.
is presented by Tillamook. Key-Bank is an official partner of the Portland Thorns. The Key-Bank has a free account. No overdraft fees, no monthly fees, no hassles. Turn to Key. Visit key.com/hassle-free. Portland Timbers and Thorns are proud to offer the #1 camp program for soccer players of all skill levels between the ages of 5 and 18 throughout the state of Oregon and Southwest Washington. Registrations are now open. Visit timbers.com under the Youth tab for more details.
halftime. Rose City, it is 1-0 Portland on top of Houston. Final game of the 2017 Spring Invitational presented by Tillamook here at Providence Park. As we welcome you back in, everyone, Tom Kolker along with Janine Sparra. 1-0, the Thorns on top thanks to Monishim's goal. A good first half of soccer, a very physical first half of soccer between these two teams.
It is. It got throughout the half, it got more and more physical, which is good to see. But we also saw a really good attack from the beginning, which is the thing that the Thorns hadn't been coming at with the first 10 to 15 minutes. So I think it's a really good sign for them that they're willing to come out and, you know, kind of mix it up and go forward.
Let's take you through the highlights of this one. And with Houston, I think both of us were impressed by their speed as we take a look at some of those first half highlights. Right now, just the one goal, but let's take you to it. And in that first half, really some good work by the Dash out on the wing.
Yeah, definitely you see a good win here and then a little bit of played in, looking forward immediately, trying to beat that player, and then getting the serve off. Again, some dangerous attack from the Houston Dash.
Again here working down that right flank, the combination of Daly out on that wing with Henderson and O'Sullivan, a lot of speed on that right side.
They have a lot of tools, you know, a lot of people that can do some damage. And again, you see them getting in, and that's all really early in the game.
17th minute, this was the goal off the set piece, and it was Nadia Nadim who started it off.
Looking to play the runners, cleared out. Shim just cleans it up and hits it straight away. Fires it. Goalkeeper's hand comes up a little bit too early. Takes some of the power off it, but, you know, again, Shim just hit it so well, it goes in.
We were remarking after the goal, it's usually Shim that takes a lot of the set pieces, so to have her in a position for that rebound worked out really well that time for the Thorns.
Well, it gives you something different and also reminds you what a great shot she has.
Here's a look at our stats. Shots in favor of Thorns 6-3. Corners slight edge to Portland 5-4. 5 saves for Lydia Williams, 3 for Britt Eckerston. What did you think of her in that first half, getting her start here tonight?
Doing a great job. You know, I've commented it a couple of times during the half. She looks fast, quick feet across her goal, coming off her line. She just looks really good in her movement and in her timing, her hands. She looks really solid.
Just about set here for the start of the second half. And Monishim's goal, the difference here. It's the final game between these two teams of the Spring Invitational. We saw the Thorns open things up with a 1-0 win against Chicago, a 2-1 loss to the U23s. Dash a 2-1 win over those U23s, and a 2-1 loss to Chicago. So they get set to open up the regular season. Both these teams will meet 2 times. In July in Houston, July 8th, and then August 5th back here in Portland. 2 meetings last year. Houston took care of business at home, as did the Thorns here in Portland. Both games 3-0 scores. And second half underway. Tom Kolker, Janine Sparra, thanks for joining us here on the live stream. And it's the Thorns quickly playing it down the line to Nadia Nadim. And as Portland operates right to left here in the second half.
Kind of seems like they picked up right where they left off with those early balls into the box and trying to go forward.
Weber the intended target that time. It's played back. Here's Kendall Johnson. A spin move by Johnson. Working toward the byline. Houston recovers defensively. It's out of bounds thrown here for Portland. Herndon will take it. Menges. Started every game with the Thorns last year. And Portland earns another throw-in. Menges on the ball, part of the NWSL Best 11, the team MVP. Herndon trying to work through traffic, and the Dash win a throw-in. And Ressa. And we're going to get a chance to see some subs here in the second half on that defensive line.
We know that's the plan for Mark Parsons. We talked to him before the game, and you know, Randy Waldron might have the same idea, trying to see the rest of what is on his bench, or these combinations that he's looking at, or the ideas that he might be having formulating. Both of these coaches might be having for the upcoming season.
Second half just underway here at Providence Park. Another big crowd on hand for this one. Here's the ball ahead again for Weber. Much like the start of the match, we've seen Portland go direct 2 times. Weber getting the start of the number 9 role. Sinclair with the Canadian national team. Amandine Henry with France, Klingenberg, and along with the U.S. national team down in Houston. They're getting set for some friendlies against Russia. Here's Henderson working on the left flank against Cox. Good one-on-one battle over there, and Megan Cox comes away the winner.
Always good when you can come away with the ball standing up. You know, she holds her ground, and again, very good 1v1 defending.
Weber using her speed. Weber gaining the corner. 3-on-3 opportunity. Weber in. Weber played it across. Bourret shipping it back. Weber knocking it down. Trying to split two defenders. It's still loose in the area. Weber, a shot that gets deflected. Good effort by Mallory Weber.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I think it's awesome. You know, she's getting around that player, shows such speed and skills. She's, you know, composed in the box, plays the ball across. Bourret tries to hit it back again. I mean, but for her to go through 3 or 4 players, like literally through them, she's in the box in front of the goal instead of passing or kicking it out, just to try that. That's the thing that a lot of times gets missing in games, that willingness and ability to just go at it.
There's a foul. It's going to be against Herndon. So free kick here for the Houston Dash. Dash last year 6-10-4 overall. Portland 12-3-5. Started out with that 12-game unbeaten streak on their way to the Shield at 41 points. The rest of the pass gets deflected from the top of the area. Comes back out. Dash working left to right here in the second half. Trail 1-0. Anna Shim's goal in the 17th minute, the difference so far in this match. Ressa, 21 caps for Brazil, doing 4 starts in the 2015 World Cup. Back to Williams. There's Benitez. He gets taken down. Benitez, go back to that first half, probably the best look for the Dash early on. A corner kick set piece. She got up high for it and put it over top of the crossbar.
She did. She beat everybody, you know, get well up in the air from really a standing position. So she's got a really good vertical to get up there and do it. You're right. She did have the best chance.
Here's Bourret. Working against O'Sullivan. Good ball by O'Sullivan. Daly trying to get there.
Good coverage by Sonnet and well stepped up by Eckerstrom to get that ball right at the top of the 18.
I feel like there's a pretty good connection between O'Sullivan and Daly. Those two seem to read each other pretty well. O'Sullivan 2 goals, 3 assists last year. Daly 4 goals, 4 assists.
They do. I think they're, you know, kind of like-minded players, you know, wanting to attack and wanting to attack in the same way. So it's kind of easy to find someone when you have that same mindset.
Kendall Johnson trying to play it down the line, knocked out. Throw in for Portland in front of the bench. See good coach Mark Parsons there in the lower corner. Bourret. Shim, good ball out wide, a load of space on the far side of the field. Portland now operating on the flank. Hubley playing it in, looking for Nadine. Good recovery by Houston. Thorns control. Hubley. Shim. Now a switch to the near side of the field for Menges. Kendall Johnson. Heavy touch by Johnson. And then a foul. Go back to Houston, just shy of midfield.
It's a little contact by Johnson. If she had changed her angle of her run, just her recovery just a little bit, she could have avoided the contact. But she did the right thing, separating the player off the ball.
One-on-one battle here. It's Herndon winning it away.
Some really good confidence from Herndon and Bourret, you see. They don't really stop. You don't see anything really affecting them. They're just playing, making really smart decisions and really quick decisions.
1-0 our score. Mina Shim in the 17th minute. Blast from just outside the area. Lydia Williams was able to get a piece of it, but unable to keep it out of the back of the net. Well, bounces up on Herndon. Ellie nods it into the middle. Sullivan trying to get there. It's Bourret to it first. One back by O'Sullivan. Defense there by Bourret. Herndon into the middle. Now a switch to the far side of the field, and the attack on for the Thorns. It's Hubley with room to run down the right wing. Hubley, Weber moving forward along with Nadeem. Hubley, edge of the 18, right wing. Playing it in the middle. Comes back out. Shim from distance. Blocked. Going to play it back into Nadia Nadeem. Read well by Houston. And Daly flicking to the middle. Another whistle against the Thorns.
Cox has done a great job today. You know, I would describe her a little bit as a meat and potatoes player, which just means you're just really solid, you do your job, no questions, you know, you're not creating anything more for yourself. She's just done a really, really good job.
Stuff as a defender, you only get the light shine on usually if it's a defensive mistake that leads to a goal.
Exactly, yeah.
Ressa, good ball in. Leah trying to make that run. Read well by Kendall Johnson. Cox playing that role of Maggie Klingenberg here tonight with the U.S. national team.
And starring for Maggie Klingenberg, we have.
Here's Hubley with, again, a ton of room down the right wing to operate. Bourret making a run back post. Nadeem streaking down the middle. Hubley's still with it, trying to play it across.
Oh, if that ball had gotten through, Bourret was on the back side of the box, and that would have been a really dangerous situation for the Thorns.
Ball served in for Herndon. Headed away by the dash. Daly for O'Sullivan. Played back by Sonnet. With a couple long, healthy runs into the offensive end in the first half.
See if we have any of those in the second half on her.
Oh, it's about 50 yards.
No,
nobody ever marked her. She just kept going.
And that's the thing, you know. You generally know what your responsibilities are, and your backs don't usually have to get picked up as they run through.
Good turn by Nadeem, finding Bourret, or pardon me, Hubley on the wing. It'll be a throw in here for Portland. Hubley's had a lot of space on that right wing in the second half.
She has, and she's used it well. You know, she's brought the ball across. She's looking for those players, and they've got some really good service out of her.
1-0 our score. Anna Shim in the 17th minute, the difference. Shot from just outside the box. Here's Bourret. Played the first two matches at right back, now in the midfield. Bourret with it. Good ball out wide. Kendall Johnson, left wing, edge of the box. Looking to play it back post. Ball skips across and out for a goal kick.
Just a little bit off the mark of where Kendall Johnson probably wanted to hit that ball, but again, you see her get up the side quickly and get played in. Bourret's looking for, and Kendall Johnson has great service from the outside, so you know the next ball can be even more dangerous.
You see the big crowd behind Lydia Williams. Thorns leading WSL in attendance last year, over 16,000 the average here at home. And a big crowd on hand tonight for this final game of the Spring Invitational.
It's the place to be, the place to watch soccer.
Ball headed back down into footways. Weber trying to get there. And the flag comes up late.
Kind of interesting no call off her first touch,
yeah.
But
once she started to make the run and the flag didn't go up, I thought it was on.
Oftentimes, you know, they'll wait until officially you're not really offsides until you've affected the play. So the waiting on the call is fine, but it wasn't off her first touch. It seemed like it was off her second touch.
Shim, good switch. Mangus now has room to operate on the left flank. Read well by Houston. One back by Portland. Mangus.
Very good work back from Kendall Johnson and Bourret.
Sonnet looking around. Plays it into the middle. Bourret. Shim. A heavy ball by Shim. Mangus going to get there and track it down. And a good turn back to Eckerstrom.
That's some confidence in your keeper there to just kind of turn. And that's for me, my comment is always like, here, trap that. But she did a great job again. You know, Eckerstrom was strong, solid, and Mangus had no problem. She turned and hit that without a thought.
A lot of pace on it,
so
too.
you know that she feels confident in her keeper and hitting that type of ball back to her.
Nadia Nadeem Portland regrouping along the back line. Getting set for that season opener April 15th, noon, right here at Providence Park against Orlando. It will be nationally televised on the Lifetime channel. Vegas playing it forward. Herndon poked off her foot, but a foul was committed, so it'll go back to the Thorns. Gressa doesn't like that call. I guess I'll put it back in play. On ball played toward the edge of the box. Sullivan flips it over her head. Herndon, Shim trying to switch it out to the far side of the field. Hubley going to try and get there and make that run. Cleared away, good work defensively. Recaro conceding the throw in, but a nice idea by Mana Shim. Ball gets across, skips out the other side as Williams racing to get back in goal. Down the line for Kendall Johnson on a good ball. Johnson trying to play it across and a corner kick. Good initial ball by Herndon to find Johnson making that run. Corner kick here for the Thorns, 58th minute.
You can see just a tiny bit of a touch, which really helped the keeper out. Made Herndon trace that ball down, but a nice turn by her to face up, play Kendall Johnson in, goes off the defender and gets the corner kick out of it.
It'll be Shim to take it. To Williams' right. Played toward the top of the six. It's headed straight up in the air. Johnson trying to win it back. Good work by O'Sullivan. And the dash control. Parsons getting set to go to the bench. Williams a high clearance and short of midfield. Not into some space by Herndon. One back by Houston, but Bourret takes it right off the foot of Andressa. Into the middle. Here's a chance for the Thorns. Nadine just couldn't control it as Hubley was ready to make the run. Still room on the far flank. Hubley serves it in, looking for Nadine. Just something about the right side of the field here tonight, that far space. We saw Houston have a lot of room in the first half and the Thorns here in the second half. Here's Henderson with room to operate.
Must be the lucky side.
Into the middle. Andressa, good switch now out wide. Dash looking for the equalizer. Caro, little ball into the middle. Andressa, a couple dribbles with the right foot. Now playing it. So he's looking to send Elianin. And then a whistle. It's going to be a free kick here for the Dash. It looks like Ellie Boone is going to come in. University of Portland product.
Player from, I think she's from Strugel, somewhere in Washington, and great local player. Wanted to stay home. Always grew up wanting to play for UP and was able to do that.
Stephanie Oakes over this one for the Dash. They trail 1-0 here in the 61st minute. This is a dangerous spot. Oakes putting it back post. Benitez almost got there. You can see Benitez clearly the intended target on these set pieces in the box.
They know she's dangerous, and obviously you can see why, because she's there and able to get up over the top of him. Just does a wonderful job. I mean, she's got great timing and great, not only height and the timing, but also the ability to jump and get up there. Really dangerous threat for the Houston Dash.
The sub taking place. It'll be Kendall Johnson out. So one UP player out, one UP player in. Ellie Boone on to the match.
I wonder if that's tactical. I've had the good fortune of helping and coaching Ellie Boone on the U15 team a couple years ago, and just a great player, hardworking young woman. Really great to see her out there in her hometown.
It's her first touch. All nodded forward to Herndon, one back by Brooks. Brooks originally drafted by the Thorns in 2013, 20 appearances 2014. We're moving on. Gressa. Williams putting it toward midfield. Menges. Both teams looking to control. It's played back onto the Thorns half, but right to Sonnet. Thorns on top, 1-0. Here's Boone. Good chip forward. Herndon. Some room in the middle of the field. Nadia Nadim. Poked off the ball. Good defensive work by the dash. Sullivan turning away from some pressure. Gressa. Long ball down the middle, looking for Rachel Daly. The flag is up.
Daly a little fiery on that one, not believing she's offsides. I think she started, from up here it looks like she started a step ahead, even though she doesn't believe it.
She does not.
No.
I can confirm that.
Because she knows she's so fast that she doesn't have to be offsides, but I hate to tell her she was.
Sonnet playing a long ball toward midfield. Not even reading that. And a good ball on the wing again. Now it's Hubley off to the races. Weber setting up in the middle. Herndon making a run back post. Nadia Nadim playing it into the middle. Weber trying to knock it down. Goes down. She tries to control it. Amana Shim back out wide. Thorns still on the attack on the right wing. All played back. Menges, good job to get to it. And finds Boone.
Some really good effort to make that work.
Herndon trying to find Weber, a little bit behind her. Amber Brooks now into the middle.
The game has really opened up. You can see a lot of the spaces in between the players, and Thorns getting the ball and trying to really get their players all around the perimeter, around the outside to try to move the ball around. And Houston doing the same thing, playing a little bit more with pockets of players kind of on this right side. But there's some really good action going on. I mean, these players are not stopping. Like, they really want to continue playing.
You can see why both games last year were 3-0 scores.
Right.
Another foul. In that 3-0 win for Portland against Houston last year, Allie Long had 2 goals. Sink had the other. A 3-0 win for Houston at home. Brooks, Daly, and Ohio had goals. Another sub getting set to come in for Portland. But a free kick here for Houston. 40 yards out, and a chance to put something in the box. 66th minute. Good ball in, headed away. Sullivan backs it back in. Daly actually got a piece of it. Throw in for the Houston Dash. Before that, second sub for head coach Mark Parsons. Nadia Nadim will check out.
Mo Fitzgerald, another local soccer player, growing up in the area. And, played for Portland a little bit last year as well. And she's another really good and exciting, talented player.
She was with the team when Thorns lost some players to the Olympics and things like that, so familiar with the squad and to see her on the field. Here she is with it, a nice turn on her first touch of the match. Hubley trying to get toward the byline. Going to play it in and earns a corner kick. Good work. Hubley's been busy the last couple games. There's a corner kick here for the Thorns.
She's been involved the whole game, and again, getting something out of it too. She's made some great one-touch passing, slicing through the lines of the Houston Dash, getting her team forward, and also getting corner kicks and dangerous set pieces for them.
You can hear the crowd. Shim to take it. In swinger toward the top of the 6. Read well by the Dash. Well, played back in, hung up in the air. Williams able to get to it. Quickly rolls it out. And another Brazilian 34 caps, 4 goals with Brazil. Benitez looking for Henderson on the far side of the field, one back by Portland. Again, attacking down the right wing. Weber goes down. It'll be a free kick. Weber had the goal against the U23s, and getting the start in the number 9 spot tonight for Sean Sinclair's with the Canadian national team. Here's a look at the Thorns' upcoming schedule. Again, the home opener Saturday, April 15th, noon against the Pride. And then Saturday, April 22nd, 4:30 start at North Carolina. A couple subs in for Houston. So they finally go to the bench here at the 69th minute. Caroline Faulkner in. First team All-SEC at Florida. Ball served in. Falls to Herndon. Shot is deflected. This should be a corner. It is.
Another good opportunity for the Thorns, see what they can do here. Taking advantage of the quick ball in. Sometimes, you know, it's not the dangerous shot, but it gets something out of it. And again, that all adds to the attack.
Minus Shim will take it. Thorns on top 1-0. They double it up. It's headed on and over top of the crossbar. Clean look that time. Megan Cox.
That's a great ball by Megan Cox. Holy cow. Great service from Shim to the top of the 6, a little out of Williams' range. Cox gets up there. A little bit of that twist and power. Man, she's dangerous.
Just couldn't get it down enough, but had the right idea. We go the other way. Rachel Daly with some room on the left wing. 50 goals at St. John's. Andressa trying to play it back in for Daly. Eckerstrom off her line and gets there.
Great timing by Eckerstrom to step off her line and take that ball right off of Daly's foot. You can see Daly just continuing her run, but Eckerstrom sees it and steps up, is ready for that through ball, and just takes it right off before she can even touch, before Daly can even touch it.
70th minute. Portland on top of 1-0. Final game of the 2017 Spring Invitational presented by Tillamook. Weber making a run. The Dash will concede a throw in as Benitez intends to just clear it out. Ellie Boone taking it quickly. Ray, good ball into the middle. Sonnet switching it out wide. Hubley.
You can see how mobile Fitzgerald is, getting all the way across the field.
Ball back out wide to Fitzgerald. Gonna serve it in. Headed away by Benitez.
She just took that, was involved in the throw, ran all the way across the field, got the touch to the outside, got the ball back again in the serve. I mean, that's a great job by Mo Fitzgerald.
Thorns again attacking. Served in for Weber. Trying to knock it down. It's loose. Houston able to clear it away.
Good job by Hubley to pressure up top. Ellie Boone stepping. It's good. It's like only her 3rd touch in the game, but good to see Ellie Boone involved.
Herndon. Shim. Mangus. Go back to Eckerstrom. You like what you've seen overall from her in her start tonight?
Eckerstrom? Yeah, you were going to start to think that she paid me or something. I think she's done great.
Ball ahead for Weber. Lawrence continuing to battle. Fitzgerald toward the byline. It's taken down, but another corner kick. How about Mo Fitzgerald?
Really smart. Really smart by her to get over that ball and let it out to get her team a corner kick. I love when a player steps on and gets the most out of it. I mean, she was involved so much. Here you see her really going at it, and then, you know, getting the chance to win the corner kick.
The last one we had, Megan Cox put it just over top of the crossbar on a clean look. About 6 yards out. Let's see what they do here.
See if anybody picks up Cox this time or if they look for her.
It's play to the top of the box, skips all the way through. Weber trying to get there.
Nice low-driven ball, a little bit different from Monishim, but people weren't quite on the same page with her on that one. I don't think they were quite ready for where that ball was coming.
Throwing for Houston. Dash trailing 1-0. Started off the tournament with a 2-1 win over the U23s. The game winner in the 94th minute. Here's Fitzgerald now on the left wing. Fitzgerald splits two defenders. Can't get around the third.
Great attacking mindset from Mo Fitzgerald. I might have come up with my own tongue twister there. Mindset from Mo Fitzgerald.
That's a good one. Boone. Bouret. Now a switch. Megan Cox. Here's Hubley. Room down the right wing. Playing it down the line for Fitzgerald. Turning away from some pressure. Back to Hubley. Monishim. For Weber in the middle. Well, back into the box. No trouble for Lydia Williams. 15 starts last year for Williams, a 1.47 goals against average, 75% save percentage. We're officially in the 75th minute at Providence Park. It's the Thorns on top. 1-0. Bouret playing it over the top. Weber trying to get there. Weber gets there. Weber. Oh, the foul is called against Weber. Mark Parsons is beside himself.
It's a pretty interesting call. It seems from my perspective that Weber's just holding off the defender and holding her off of her, right? So it's interesting that she got the foul called against her, but
look.
A little bit of arm tangled up. She just kind of she came from behind and put her arm over the top of the defender. So basically, referee got it right. We're just all upset to see the attack.
You can hear the big round of applause, Janine. That's for Meg Morris, who's stepping back onto the field after a long battle with injury.
Definitely. She was huge. She did such a great job for the Thorns last year. She is fast. You can see right now just the speed that she possesses in power. It took a really big injury. She broke her hip. I mean, what a devastating thing to happen, and has just battled back, and here she is on the field. Here's
Daly the other way. Daly, top of the box, the shot, and it's in the net, and a strike from Daly. 1-1 in the 76th minute.
That is an incredible hit from Daly. I mean, what a great shot by her. Trying to, in transition, getting the ball forward, being able to turn. She, again, dangerous player. We've talked about her all game, and this is why. Receives good little touch to get to the outside of Cox. Takes a little touch again to the inside, sets herself up and on the run. Just cracks it upper corner.
50 goals at St. John's in just 3 seasons. 2015, 19 goals, was third in Division I soccer. So you can see why with that one. I don't think anybody would have stopped that.
No, that's a great ball.
I don't think Tim Howard could have stopped that.
No, and he's glad he's not here tonight because she would have scored on it.
There's a foul, so a new game here. We've seen Houston have a knack for scoring late in this tournament. Got the equalizer against the U23s in the 89th minute, the game winner in the 94th, so no surprise that they continue to fight.
Yeah, good work. I mean, again, we said it a little bit earlier about 2 teams that continue to play and they want to play. These women have already played, 2 games in the last 6 days, so this is their last game of this series, and they're still playing. They're still out there going hard.
Turn there by Williams around Weber.
A little confidence maker for the keeper.
Quick turn here by the dash. Boone gets there. They throw it for Houston. A little momentum now for the dash here after the goal by Daly. Played into the middle. Faulkner is taken off her foot by Mana Shim. She got the scoring started in the 17th minute. She put by a rocket. So both of our goals tonight, big strikes. Shim and then Daly.
Yeah, so well hit and really quick too in the speed of play, you know, which is the thing that I kept talking about before, is wanting to see players turn and hit a lot quicker and looking straight at goal. And today you're seeing those players with that mindset, that mentality of wanting to score, of wanting to go forward.
Gressa playing it down the line. Well, served in. Cleared out momentarily. I think it gets a head on it, but it's going to go out and be another throw in here for Houston. Faulkner, Leanne, Faulkner. Oakes toward the byline, now turns away. Still with it on her left foot. Dash working on the right flank. Played in, a little touch. And a corner kick here for Houston. Some nice work by Claire Faulkner off the bench. Oakes will set this up, a chance here for Houston to take the lead in the 79th minute. In-swinger, Eckerstrom's left. Not a good ball for a goal kick.
Definitely not what she had intended. Got a little bit around it. Probably trying to bend it a little bit. She tried too hard to bend it, so hitting the ball wrong, it either looks really, really good or not so very good at all.
1-1 our score here in the 80th minute. Final tune-up before the start of the regular season. The Spring Invitational. It's Houston and Portland. Here's Meg Morris. Showing her speed down the left wing. Bourret. Morris. Boone. Flag up on the far side.
Looks like when they hit the ball back to Meg Morris, she just got caught on the other side of the defender.
First regular season meeting will be July 8th between these two teams in Houston. Rematch August 5th here at Providence Park. Boone. Good ball into the middle. Sonnet. Sonnet with 3 defenders around her. It's a great job to get it out the other side. Cox, Fitzgerald, Hubley. Sullivan read that well. One back by Megan Cox. And we'll switch to the near side of the field. Ellie Boone down the left wing. Ellie Boone gonna make a run. Can't quite get there. It'll go out for a goal kick.
If she had just a little bit more field on that one, I think she would have got that cross off.
There's the Portland Pilot. What impressed you about her when you were working with her with the U15s?
First of all, her character and her attitude, which is always really nice. Work ethic, really, talented player, skilled. She, at that point, she was playing up top. She was playing forward, so she was really dangerous and, scoring goals and stuff. And now with UP and here playing an outside back. But the biggest thing for me is character. And you have a lot of players that have skill, and she obviously has that. But just a great person, hard worker, and really, does everything she can for the game and her team.
1-1 our score here, 82nd minute. Mana Shim, Rachel Daly. There's Emily Menges. Part of the NWSL Best 11 last year, along with Allie Long. Long and Megan Klingenberg with the U.S. national team. Amélie Henry with France, and Christine Sinclair with Canada.
It's a great little turning touch by Daly.
Daly with it on her left foot, playing it across. Sullivan trying to get there. Houston, some momentum in life after the goal by Daly to equalize. There's a reason we featured Rachel Daly in the pregame. She's served us well here tonight. Just a dynamic player.
She's all that we thought she was or is.
As Dennis Green once said, they were who we thought they were.
I hope someday I am who I thought I was.
It's one of the greatest press conferences of all time. Williams. Heavy ball back and a turnover. One time the pressure applied and the vet tried to get it back to Williams, but the miscommunication and a chance here for the Thorns.
That's why you press, and that's one of the things we talked to Mark Parsons about with that U23 game and how well the U23s were pressing. And you can see it here and what happens when people don't have enough time, causing turnovers, and you get something out of it. You put the hard work in and you get something.
Jim, in swinger, knocked down and cleared away by Houston. Nash have done a good job for the most part tonight on all the corner kicks taken by the Thorns. Crowd encouraging the home side on. It's a 1-1 game. Sonnet. Megan Cox. Eckerstrom. Long ball down the wing by Megan Cox.
He's just going to run out of space a little bit on that one. Williams' starting position was pretty high, so Cox was really going to have to hit that ball exactly right for it to work.
Morris. Fitzgerald making an overlapping run. Thorns working down the left wing. 1-1 game. Fitzgerald for Weber.
That's a great setup by Mo Fitzgerald to get that ball through to Weber.
Morris playing it down the line. Weber that time not making the run. It'll carry over for a goal kick here in the 85th minute. All in all, Coach Parsons and the staff going to be happy with this tournament. Got a lot of players in. Solid progression each match. More importantly, it looks like everyone's hopefully still a few minutes left, but everyone's going to get out healthy.
Yeah, I think he is happy. He's looking at it holistically and what all three games mean to his team with the training in between and this whole cycle before they begin their regular season games. So I think he'll come away, and I think that the Thorns will as well, be a lot of happy with the progress and the solid performances that they've put in.
Dash working down the near wing, good possession. Sullivan had it blocked. Shim controls it.
Mick Morris just wasn't quite ready for that ball from Shim. And sometimes, Mona's really creative, and it's hard to know what she's thinking, where she's going to go with it, because she comes up with touches and does things, and Mick Morris just got caught, not knowing where she was going to go with it.
Shim with it. Gerald trying to chip it forward for Weber. Weber with it. Weber, top of the box. Weber. Good work defensively. Morrow stayed with her the whole time.
Weber, she's got some good balance, and she's very strong. You see her battling with those defenders. She doesn't get knocked off her, rhythm too easily, and she's able to kind of match that physical presence that the defenders have as well. So she's holding her ground and continuing her motion. She's doing a great job up there.
Like Boone trying to play in the middle. Fitzgerald. Leaving it for Shim. She'll push it out wide. Hubley now making a run. Hubley edge of the 18. Hubley still with it on her right foot toward the byline. Punched over top of the bar by Williams. Another corner for the Thorns here in the 87th minute. And the crowd rises to its feet.
Such a great shot from Hubley. She takes a touch and looks at it, sizes up her defender and thinks of what she wants to do. Is able to just take a touch and get around enough to get that shot, and that really is going in.
Shim, 5 players in the box for the Thorns. It's headed across. Weber going to get there. Portland stays in the attack. Weber serves it in. Comes down, it's knocked down, a shot, just wide. A great look, and that would have been Monishim's second of the night.
That's a heartbreaker. That's the one you're going to see over and over and over in your head, aren't you?
What she's going to have nightmares about.
Great ball in. Sonnet trying to get to it. It's a great touch off her chest for Monishim. Left-footed full volley. She did well to do all of that. She just really
Missed
wants
it by
to have
inches.
that.
So close to putting the Thorns back on top. There's Morris. Fitzgerald. Some life back for the Thorns late in this one. Throwing deep in Houston territory, 88th minute. Ellie Boone to take it quickly. Do we have a game winner? Daly making a run. One with Oaks. Mangus gets there first. Good effort by Emily Mangus.
Good choice by Eckerstrom to get it out of danger.
Faulkner. I'm looking for Oaks. It's down the line. Weber making a run. Weber gets Benitez. Weber stays on her feet. Weber along the byline. Still with it. And a corner kick.
I am now going to rename Mallory Weber the Energizer Bunny. Henceforth, she shall be known as.
Yeah, from now on.
This young woman has run and run and run and run and done things with quality too. It's not that she's just running around.
And her ability to stay up like you've talked about.
She's involved. She gets good touches. She's getting in dangerous situations.
Shim near post. Well, skipped through momentarily, cleared out, but it goes to Hubley.
Great driven ball, and I think that's what the Thorns need in this situation. They haven't had much luck in the air, but those driven balls in that traffic really could cause problems.
Thorns tried to serve it in. Player down for Houston. Oleana. Brazilian.
Hoping that she's okay, maybe just got the wind knocked out of her.
Signed as a Discovery player back in January. 34 caps with Brazil. 4 goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
We cross over to stoppage time. There will be 3 minutes. (1-1) our score. Don't forget that Dash beat the U23s after scoring the equalizer in the 89th minute, then the game winner in the 94th. They've had some late game success.
Some good excitement here at the end of the game. You know, Houston came and tied it up, came back from the 1-down situation, but the energy and the excitement is just palpable. I mean, you can really, these players are playing hard to the end and now through the end. Just doing a wonderful job.
It's like not the sight you want to see.
They may have just given the signal. You know what the signal is, right?
Get out the
big. She just gave the the X, like she can't go on. So unfortunately, it looks like her night might be done.
Dash will make a sub here. We're in stoppage time at Providence Park, a 1-1 goal. This is what you don't want to see in preseason for anybody. I thought initially she just got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was hoping that it was just something like that where she could just recover and, I mean, obviously not feel good, but be better. I think she may have, you get caught, ball coming to you, midsection, not protected or not ready for it and exposed. And it just, I only play a doctor on TV, so I'm not really sure.
You look familiar.
Yeah, thank you. But hopefully she'll be all right. And just really solid hit to the midsection, which can be quite traumatic.
Waldrum. Nice ovation from the Thorns fans here. Lion coming off. And another player with a ton of international experience coming onto the field for Houston.
It's my cousin.
You guys are very similar. Janine Van Wyck. Both Janine.
Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Yes, exactly.
Both national team experience. Hers with South Africa. In fact, she is South Africa's all-time leader in games played, 143 caps.
See? I'm from the northern part of there.
Ball served toward the top of the box. Back to action here. We're in stoppage time. Minimum of 3 minutes. Ellie Boone, job to win it. Ray chipping it in. Weber knocking it down. Weber! Nice job by Williams to stand her ground. Lydia Williams not moving off that line there.
Taking up as much space as possible, which in that case really worked. But what great touches from Mallory Weber.
Mangus, high ball into the air, nodded forward. He does right back onto the Thorns half. We're in stoppage time at Providence Park. 1-1 our score, a foul. It'll be a free kick to Houston. There's the goal scorer for Houston, Rachel Daly, a rocket from about 22 yards out. Nothing Eckerstrom or any goalkeeper can do about that one.
We'll see how she sets up here. Can't be much time left.
Amber Brooks over at the former Thorn. Chipping it into the box. The flag up as Daly got ahead to it, but offside position.
Signaling to Amber Brooks that Daly liked that service.
In stoppage time here. Houston attacking. Gressa. Nice turn. Oaks. Oaks with the left foot. Eckerstrom down.
Good solid coverage. No problem for Eckerstrom.
Boone. Morris. Maybe 1 or 2 chances left in this one for either team. Try and get the game winner. Bouret and Brooks both go down. Both teams looking to control. And Ellie Boone will find it along the near sideline. And from Morris, out of bounds throw into Portland. Substitution here for Houston. It'll be Katie Heap. In for Gressa. Throw into the dash. Just on the Thorns half field. 1-1 our score. Monishim, 17th minute. Open things up. Rachel Daly got the equalizer here in the second half. And that is it. So a good game between these two teams, a physical game, a 1-1 draw. They'll meet on July 8th in Houston. And again, right back here at Providence Park on August 5th.
Probably be a little bit warmer by then.
Well, it's not officially spring yet here in Portland. It's starting to get there. Today was a good day, though.
Beautiful day, beautiful night for soccer.
When you think back to the 3 matches overall, was any 1 or 2 players that really stood out to you, or what did you like overall from what you saw, maybe? Thorns and what they did here.
I'm kind of a purist, so I like what they're trying to do. I think they are playing well, and I think they're trying to play well. I think that's what's important to Mark Parsons, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that as a fan. I appreciate that as a coach. So you've got players, you've got a mix of the older, more established players fitting well and running the system, and the younger players stepping in and doing a great job as well, and maintaining that same level and the same consistency of message of what Mark wants them to do.
Let's take a look at the highlights from this one tonight. 1-1 draw between the Dash and Thorns, and it started in the 17th minute.
Great service in the box, tried to clear out. Again, Monishim just cleans it and hits it. Great ball, far post.
This was the equalizer by Rachel Daly in the 76th minute. Just a rocket.
So good. She just cuts the ball back in and smacks it on the run. Great power. Great job by her.
Stoppage time. Mallory Weber had a chance late.
Bouret plays her in. Great first touch outside. Hits again off herself, and then the touch, the last touch, she just has no angle at that part. But it's just some great skill work by both with the service and the touches to try to get the goal.
Let's take a look at the Thorns' next game as the head coach Mark Parsons getting a word in with his team. It'll be the home opener Saturday, April 15th, noon against the Pride on the Lifetime channel in front of a national TV audience. What a way to open up the 2017 campaign.
Super excited. Here we go. Tom Sermani and the Orlando Pride coming in, and hopefully they haven't been watching any of these games and don't know what we play like and what's going to happen. But no, it'll be a great job, and I know everybody's looking forward to the start of the season.
Well, that'll do it for us here for the 2017 Thorns Spring Invitational. The final score from Providence Park tonight, a 1-1 draw between Portland and Houston. For Janine Sparra and our entire crew, I'm Tom Kolkner. Thanks for watching this stream. It's the Thorns 1, Houston 1. Have a great night, everyone.